Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
NFL.
Dun,
Boy.
dun, dun.
We did okay last week. We did
all right.
okay last
We
week.
did okay.
We did not so great, really, but
Weren't we like 4-2?
yeah, that's
4-2-1. It's
all
not
right.
terrible.
Sorry, in college we went 7-2. That
Okay,
one
I'll
felt
take
nice.
4-2-1.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. We had the one. We had the tie.
We had the
so,
tie.
Yeah,
Indianapolis pushed.
but big game.
Oh, we're going to bet the Indianapolis game again. Tennessee, Indianapolis. Tennessee -3. Small line.
They always play close because they're
They
the
play
rivals.
close. Tennessee looks. I know it was one game.
Right. They look
Tennessee's
good.
defense looked a lot better, I think, than anyone thought.
Right.
The offense looked a lot better than anyone thought. And listen, the Browns are still to be seen, like how good the Browns are.
Yeah.
But if the Browns are as good as they supposedly are on paper, that was a good team that Tennessee beat.
That was a very good team.
They shut down an offense that was supposedly high-powered or, had a lot more weapons.
blew them out.
And they stomped on the Browns. Indianapolis,
Their offense surprised last week.
Indianapolis
they put up some
offense is
points,
surprising.
but
they
just not
they don't have the weapons. Marlon Mack, the running back, he's good, but they don't really have the offensive line. They don't have the weapons downfield. And the defense is still to be seen.
Right.
The defense
A
made
little
some
shaky.
really sick plays.
right.
I'm just not going to trust them. I'm going to take Tennessee
Week 2,
-3.
I just don't. I don't have enough data yet to know. Next up, we got
Data.
Dallas.
Data.
Dallas and Washington. We got Dallas at -5. What do you think about this one? It's a tough one.
This is tough. If Zeke is playing, they've got the playmakers on offense. You've got that trio: Dak, Amari, Zeke. That's a
Right.
force. Their defense looked
Yeah,
non-existent last week.
Yeah.
But Washington, what do you got? Case Keenum at quarterback.
They're in a weird
Terry
building, not building.
I really like Terry McLaurin on the Redskins. Ohio State rookie. Kid played really well last week.
He did. Their offense was pretty solid last week.
But I'm still liking Dallas, and I think Dallas by more than a touchdown.
Yeah.
Probably right around a touchdown. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with -5 Dallas.
Yeah, I think they'll cover that for sure. Next up, Baltimore, Arizona.
This game is interesting because I'm still curious to see if Baltimore is for real.
So this is the second largest spread of the week at -13 Baltimore.
They took an absolute shit on the Dolphins last week. A poop. Like they actually crapped on the Dolphins last week.
Jackson putting up 6 touchdowns.
They crapped so hard on the Dolphins last week that Dolphins players after the game were calling their agents saying, "I want to get off of this team." Like,
and I didn't see anybody actually leave, but they were threatened. They wanted out.
no, you're right. No one left yet. I saw there was some talks about like the Dolphin safety leaving and whatnot. Anyway, it is still to me to be seen how good Baltimore is. Now, Arizona last week, they came out and they tied the Lions. They went to overtime. That was a really gritty performance. Kyler Murray came back at the end, tied it up, and then of course they didn't have enough in them to win the game. But they showed some grit.
Yeah.
They showed some grit.
It
Now
was
Detroit's not a great
Right.
team.
You're coming back on to Detroit.
But still, for a young kid, young quarterback, Baltimore's defense is, I don't know if they're good because Miami's just that bad.
Oh, that's true. Yes, you're right. That's true.
Miami's terrible.
I wonder what they're at this week then. They got to be pretty high still.
Probably pretty high.
Yeah.
Arizona. I like the line. I think it's this is high. Again, this
It's
is like,
high.
This is a high risk, high reward type thing.
For only seeing 1 week.
After 1 week, I'm okay with going Baltimore. I think Lamar Jackson is a man with something to prove.
Right.
He is like a man
knows.
possessed. He knows that people call him a running back.
Right.
And he proved that he can throw the ball. He proved that he can throw the ball. And I think he'll have another solid game against mediocre to crap competition.
I don't think we'll know Baltimore until week 4. 3 or 4, once we start seeing a little bit more of them. We won't know who they
We'll
really
see
are.
who Baltimore really is when Baltimore has to play an in division game.
Right. Exactly.
When they've got to play Pittsburgh or Cincinnati or Cleveland. And if they stomp those teams, which after watching Pittsburgh last week, it's very possible that Baltimore
It is
could.
looking likely, but who knows?
You know,
Turn
those are the
around.
games you got to see. You always have to, actually, they play the Chiefs week 3, and then they play the Browns, Steelers, Bengals. Actually,
They got a tough
Baltimore's
schedule
got a really
coming up.
tough schedule coming
Wow.
up. So they see the Chiefs next week.
That one's gonna be tough.
That's in Kansas City.
Okay, in
Then
Arrowhead.
they go the Browns at home. Then they go at Pittsburgh, at home for the Bengals, at Seattle versus the Patriots. Then they go at the Bengals again. Then they go versus the Texans at the Rams before they get the 49ers, Bills, Jets again down to the end of the season. That's a tough
They
schedule.
might have one of the hardest schedules in the NFL.
That's a hard
Wow.
schedule.
Holy hell!
That is a very tough schedule for Baltimore. So I think this week is another one that we can give them.
Yeah,
you
we're
know
gonna
that
let it have it.
that big line
From here
minus
on out,
13.
though, you're not getting our bets, Baltimore. No way.
I ain't getting minus 13. I'll tell you that
No,
much.
absolutely not. Next up, your favorite, Tom Brady versus Miami.
Tom,
He's gonna light them up.
you're God. Here's the thing, we think he's supposed to light him up, and then you know what?
You know?
The Patriots gonna lose.
Miami always plays them hard. New England's got a negative or a minus 19 spread.
But again, this is one of those
That's
division
large.
games.
Right.
It's like these division games. You have to play these teams twice. So it's like sometimes we play them tough. Sometimes we blow them out. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes it's tight. Like, I don't know. Miami did not even look like they showed up last week.
It looked like probably the worst team in the NFL in the last 5-6 years, decade.
Yeah,
It
and
was
I mean,
bad.
New England blew out the Steelers, who also didn't show up last week.
But a different blowout. You're still a team. You still got roots. Miami
You're
just
right.
looks like a hollow shell.
Miami does not look like anything. I like the Patriots here.
So Antonio's starting this week,
Antonio
right?
Brown is playing this week.
Yeah.
As of now,
I hope he gets 4 touchdowns.
as of us recording this, Antonio Brown is
As
playing.
of Friday afternoon, he is playing.
Antonio Brown's playing.
I have all the stuff going
If Antonio Brown doesn't play, I still will take this line.
100%. 100%.
But if Antonio Brown is playing like he is, you got it minus 19 all day. I mean, if the Patriots don't blow out Miami,
right.
there's something wrong
yeah.
with the Patriots.
Then the Patriots aren't winning the Super Bowl this year. Next up, Kansas City, Oakland. Oakland looked good last
Oakland
week.
looked good last week.
I know. This
Oakland
this is a tough
Oakland
one.
looked good last week.
But okay, good enough to take down Kansas City, though.
Denver, to me, is not.
Denver did not. look
Denver
good.
does not look good.
No. We were at first we were like, oh man, Denver's gonna be pretty good this year. This might be a little nice.
I think
little
Denver
play.
has potential to be good. I think they just need to get it needs to come together.
Right.
This early in the season, Denver's not good. So Oakland, I don't know. But Kansas City, on the other hand, has the reigning MVP Pat
Who
Mahomes
looked
at
incredible last
quarterback.
week. A little banged up, but I think he'll be fine this week.
Tyreek Hill looked freaking
Mm-hmm.
awesome. Their defense is always suspect, so I think it might be a shootout. But for 7 points, I'm going to take Kansas City.
I think they'll beat them by 10. I think it'll be a nice little 10.
10-14 for sure.
Yeah. Next up, Cleveland and the Jets.
So the Jets are without Darnold this week. He's got mono.
He's got mono. So
Too much kissing.
The line went on, flew over. Everyone's taking Cleveland on this. It's like 90% bets are on Cleveland this week.
And of course, you know what that means.
Right.
The Jets are going to end up winning.
100%.
Yeah.
It's
But I'm taking
happen.
Cleveland.
There's just I don't see the Jets winning though.
I don't see Cleveland
their
having
star
another
that was
bad
supposed to
game.
rebuild the franchise, and he's
But
not
the Jets,
there.
the Jets still have Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah,
They've got a very good defense.
I just don't know if they have a leader that's like gonna. They're missing their man.
They're-
Second year,
They're missing their man at offense. It's going to be a very different dynamic.
yeah.
I'm going to go with Cleveland -6.5.
I think Cleveland's gonna come out a little bit of vengeance. They didn't show up like they expected last week. Titans blew them out, so I think they're gonna come back.
There you have it. Those are our picks for the week.
But here's the other pick:
Oh, crap.
is OBJ gonna wear another watch?
100%.
How much is this one gonna be worth?
He's only going to wear. I believe he's going to wear something closer to the $100,000 to $150,000 range. But he is going to wear another watch.
You don't think they got a
Until-
little slap on the wrist?
I don't think anything. They didn't do anything. They said they weren't going to do anything about it.
Yeah. Well, they said they're gonna have a talk with him, but
I mean,
yeah,
we're gonna have a talk with you. You can't wear jewelry on the field. Cool. Then you got to tell all those
Cool.
other guys
I'll
not
wear
to wear jewelry.
my $700,000 watch, and you can find me 20 grand.
Like,
Whatever.
big deal.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't think he cares.
Last bet of the week. What week is Gronk coming back?
Well, he said week 14.
He's claimed week 14, but you think he'll wait even closer to the playoffs, depending on where they sit?
I think if
Or is he's got the itch?
well, he
He's
has to
missing
come
it.
back by a certain point.
Is it?
I don't think he can just show up in the playoffs.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it
So I
wasn't
think
the playoffs.
week
It had to be
14 is
before.
the last week he can actually show
all right.
up.
There it is.
I believe to
I
be
think
on the
it'll-
roster.
Yeah, I think he could do it.
I think week 14 he starts practicing with the team again. He's not going to show up on the field. He might show up in like the last game or something.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll show up on the field. I think he'll come, play a little bit, last game of the season, and then be ready for the playoffs.
Win a Super Bowl and go party again and retire.
Have you seen how skinny he looks?
He's ripped, but he
He looks
so
like
skinny.
yeah. I mean, he's ripped. He looks
Yeah.
great if he's like on South Beach
Right.
getting a tan. But he doesn't look like he's a football ready. Like the
he
bulk
he
is not
lost
there.
the mass.
Yeah.
He's got the chiseledness, but he doesn't have the girth.
That bulk ain't there. But I mean, it doesn't matter because he'll come back and play receiver or something. But, and Tom Brady,
He'll be fine.
he'll still score 12 touchdowns. In
He
the
will
last.
still just demolish any guy in his way.
Yeah, I'm saying it'll be week 14.